Just want to ask you to go back a few years and tell us how you got involved in missions in the first place.
Luther and Sandy, back when I had brown hair, worked together in and I went back to working for law firms in Tampa, and they continued on saving the lost. And working in Europe, Eastern and Western Europe, and then back in 1995, at a dinner party at my house with the Eggerts, Stu and Edie, sitting around my dining table in front of my boss. You know, they asked me to come and work with them. Stu never missed a beat. And I thought, well, they must have discussed this before. You know, really, this is remarkable. You know, in front of my boss, they've asked me to come and work with them. So I said, well, you know, I really felt that was what the Lord was asking me to do. And he had tried several other times to get my attention, but this time I was ready to say yes. And we went, the Eggerts and I joined some other people on a missions team to Russia. And then I went to England, and Luther and Sandy showed me St. Anne's, and we discussed coming and working with them, and that's how I got started.
But it took a bit of a turn after that, didn't it? So, you know, you didn't stay in England, you were after that.
Well, I stayed in England a little over 8 years, and then John and Kathy Potter decided they had had enough of English weather. And they would head to the land of sun, Zimbabwe, to return to Zimbabwe, and I followed for only a year, and then because of His Highness Mr. Mugabe, we had to leave. And so John and Kathy headed south, and I went west. And I went to Zambia, and they went to South Africa.
Okay. So tell us what you're doing in Zambia now.
Well, when I was in Zim, I really wanted to work with the women in prison, but it was going to be impossible because they suspected I was a journalist, so they would never give me approval to work in the prison. So when I got to Zambia and got to Lusaka, then I started exploring the possibility of getting into a prison there, and it took 18 months, but I finally got approved. I'm the only white woman approved to work in Lusaka prison, and it was through absolutely no cleverness or skill or talent or who I knew, or well, it was who I knew. But it had absolutely nothing to do with me. It was just simply the favor of the Lord, really.
So what do you do with the women then?
Well, part of it, a big part of working with women, and this is also women and children in prison, because the children, if there's no extended family to take the children, then they come with their mothers to prison. They're truly the innocent ones in prison. And also, of course, babies, because the mother is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So a big part is encouraging the women that this is, and men when we're on missions, is that this is not their home. This is not where they are going to stay. And in the best of circumstances, prison can be a very hopeless place. And particularly for men, it can be a very violent place as well. But for women particularly, it's just so grievous, because they are separated from the rest of their children, from their family, and it's just a very upsetting time for them. Prison is an unusual place. I've sort of thought maybe it's like being in the military. You no longer can make decisions for yourself. You do what, and that's a big thing in prison. If you stay in prison for a long time, it impacts you terribly, because you forget how to make a decision, because because all decisions are made for you. And so part of it is encouragement, but another big part is just simply providing some things that they need. And one of them is trying to bring skills to them so that when they are discharged, they have a means of legally providing for their families. And hopefully we will never see them again inside prison. On the practical side, it's a feeding supplement for those who are HIV positive, for malnourished children and mothers. We sometimes get refugees, and we have no refugee center in the Lusaka or central part of Africa, rather Zambia, and so they have to come to Lusaka Central Prison. And often when they come, they are in a real bad physical way. So the supplement is very helpful. And then formula for babies whose mothers are HIV positive. And then we have a sewing project where it's a craft kind of sewing thing, as well as now a tailoring project. And when I get back, I'm hoping to finally get started a project of crocheting into bags or bottle holders or little trays and things with plastic bags. So those that aren't real seamstresses, can have a craft, and that is a sustaining sort of thing. They just need plastic bags. And so we hope to get that started.
Right.
And a literacy project also. We have a literacy program.
So you're pretty busy then?
Well, that's just through part of the year. And the other part of the year, can I mention this?
You can.
There's another part of this ministry which could not be done without the director of evangelism, that's John Potter. John, would you come up, please? He thought he was going to get away with this. Oh, he's going to be interviewed tomorrow. Sit down.
Take your action.
John and I work together for bringing the gospel and a Bible study program, a Bible school curriculum that John is implementing in every one of the prisons throughout all 9 provinces in Zambia. And this is a strategy that will take 5 years. We visit each province twice. We did Northern Province last year. This year we will be doing Eastern and Central provinces in May and probably October. And then we'll do Copperbelt Province in July probably. And that is terribly exciting. I went off this morning and forgot to bring this proclaimer. Andrew is really big in show and tell, and I wanted to let everyone know that there are other people who can do show and tell. And I have this show and tell thing on proclaimer machines. Who all are familiar with Faith Comes by Hearing? Aha! Well, I just was turned on to them last year. And what an incredible difference this has made in the prisons. It's always saddened me when I leave the prison, when we've had such a wonderful, wonderful response to the gospel. And these are real genuine conversions. But there's no way for oral learners to be discipled and to learn. And it always, I was thrilled on the one hand, but it saddened me that there was no provision for them. And now, John will probably share more tomorrow about what God has done with this Bible school program and the proclaimers. I have never, ever in all my 66 years seen firsthand what God does with His Word when there is no one else around. I mean, He is huge. It's huge in prisons.
Final question for you, Elizabeth. What's the biggest challenge that you have right now?
Getting all these proclaimers back to Zambia. And they have sent these to me free. They've even shipped them to me free. And so now I have close to 30, that I've got to get back to Zambia. I'm already up to 4 pieces of luggage, so I don't really know.
As someone who was met Elizabeth at UK airports and seen the luggage that she comes with, and I don't understand what she's saying, so it's a little bit problem. But is there anything else other more? Your eyes have been a problem this.
Yeah, last year the biggest challenge was I lost the vision in my right eye, and it was a real time of shaking actually, because for 3 months I wasn't really certain what my future held, but God has healed my eyes, and it's possible that He not only healed them of cystoid macular edema, but He may have also healed the glaucoma I've been being treated for about 8 years. So I'm very, very grateful to God.
Well, thank you, Elizabeth. Can we just pray for Elizabeth? Is that okay? Harry, can we come and pray for her?